How can a city with 32 million people make your GPS question its entire career? With 20,000 plus bridges, roads stacked like a giant game of Jenga, and skyscrapers climbing mountains, Chongqing looks more like a sci-fi movie than a real city. The craziest part? Almost everything going viral online is completely real, and the engineering behind it is even more unbelievable. Just a few years ago, very few people outside China knew about Chongqing. Today, viral videos of its trains, skyscrapers, and multi-level roads regularly attract tens of millions of views, with some clips crossing 50 million. Its unique mix of rapid development, stunning night views, and unusual city design has turned Chongqing into one of the world's biggest social media travel sensations. Unlike most cities built on flat land, Chongqing rises across steep mountains where the Yangtze and Jialing rivers meet. Engineers built with the landscape instead of changing it, creating a city that grows both vertically and horizontally. In some places, one building's ground floor lines up with another building's 20th floor, giving Chongqing its famous layered skyline. Getting around Chongqing feels like exploring a real-life 3D maze. The city has thousands of kilometers of roads, with some intersections stacked across 5 or 6 levels, along with elevated highways, bridges, and metro stations. While it looks like a futuristic movie set, this complex design efficiently moves millions of people every day. One of Chongqing's biggest tourist attractions is the famous Liziba Monorail station. At first glance, it looks impossible. A full-sized metro train appears to pass directly through the middle of a residential apartment building. Millions of people have watched videos of this station online, assuming the footage was edited using visual effects. In reality, the building and railway station were designed together during construction. Special sound insulation keeps train noise surprisingly low for residents, while the monorail continues operating normally every day. Instead of demolishing existing structures or carving tunnels through crowded neighborhoods, engineers created a solution that has now become one of the city's most recognizable landmarks. Sometimes the best engineering solution also becomes the best tourist attraction. Crossing rivers is a normal part of life in Chongqing. The city is divided by the Yangtze River and the Jialing River, making bridges an essential part of daily transportation. Today, Chongqing has built more than 20,000 bridges of different sizes across its municipality, including some of the longest arch bridges and cable-stayed bridges in China. These structures connect mountains, valleys, highways, railway systems, and residential districts into one massive transportation network. At night, many of these bridges are illuminated with colorful LED lighting, creating reflections across the rivers that make the skyline appear even larger. It almost feels as though the bridges are glowing pathways floating above the water. People often compare Chongqing to scenes from futuristic movies, and there is a good reason for that. The city's mountains naturally create different building heights, allowing skyscrapers to rise in layers instead of standing in a straight line. When darkness falls, thousands of buildings switch on decorative lighting almost simultaneously, covering entire districts with bright colors. Large LED displays stretch across skyscraper walls, while reflections from the rivers double the visual effect. During humid evenings, light mist often forms over the water, softening the lights and making the skyline appear almost unreal. No expensive movie studio designed this atmosphere. Geography, weather, and modern engineering work together every single night to create it. One word appears in countless comments beneath Chongqing travel videos: Cyberpunk. This style became popular through science fiction books, films, and video games that imagined crowded cities filled with giant skyscrapers, glowing signs, advanced technology, and endless streams of digital advertisements. Chongqing naturally fits many of those descriptions. Massive LED billboards cover entire building facades. Colorful lighting stretches across business districts, and elevated roads weave between towers in every direction. Even without movie special effects, many streets already resemble futuristic artwork. Have you ever seen a real city that looks closer to a video game than everyday life? Chongqing is probably one of the strongest candidates. One reason Chongqing looks so different from other cities is that its famous night view is not created randomly. The city's central business district follows a carefully planned lighting strategy that covers an area of around 16 square kilometers. Instead of allowing every building owner to choose different colors and brightness, planners coordinate how the skyline should appear as one complete scene. Brightness levels, color temperatures, operating hours, and lighting patterns are synchronized across hundreds of buildings. The result is a skyline that feels balanced rather than chaotic. Looking across the river at night feels less like viewing individual skyscrapers and more like watching one enormous digital artwork stretching across the mountains. Chongqing's futuristic glow is powered by LED technology, and China is one of the world's largest producers of LEDs. Lower production costs and higher efficiency have made it possible to cover entire skyscrapers with programmable LED displays. After sunset, these buildings transform into giant digital screens showing animations, advertisements, and colorful light shows that constantly change throughout the night. Traditional fireworks are no longer the only way to celebrate major events in China. Chongqing has become well known for its spectacular drone light shows, where hundreds or even thousands of drones fly together in perfectly synchronized formations above the skyline. During major festivals, drones create moving shapes, company logos, animals, landmarks, and animated stories in the night sky. Every drone constantly communicates with a central computer, allowing them to maintain precise distances from one another while flying. Combined with synchronized skyscraper lighting, these performances transform the entire city into one massive outdoor stage. It is one of the few places where both the buildings and the sky become part of the same show. Chongqing's futuristic look is powered by more than just bright lights. AI, smart sensors, and digital infrastructure manage traffic, monitor bridges and roads, and improve public safety for a city of over 32 million people. At the same time, its viral skyline attracts tens of millions of tourists every year, boosting hotels, restaurants, and local businesses. In Chongqing, technology doesn't just build a smarter city, it also powers a thriving tourism economy. Can a city this bright still save energy? A skyline filled with colorful lights naturally raises one important question. Does it consume enormous amounts of electricity? Surprisingly, the answer is not as simple as many people expect. Modern LED systems use up to 75% less energy than traditional incandescent lighting, while lasting several times longer. Chongqing has also introduced smart lighting schedules that automatically adjust brightness based on time, weather conditions, and public events. According to the city's long-term urban lighting plans, decorative lighting energy consumption is expected to remain under strict control while becoming even more efficient over time. The goal is not simply to make the city brighter every year. The goal is to make every watt of electricity work harder. Can other cities build their own Chongqing? Many cities are trying to copy Chongqing with LED skylines, drone shows, and smart technology, but its unique mountains and rivers make it almost impossible to recreate. Chongqing proves that the future of cities is not just about taller buildings, but about combining engineering, technology, and nature into one seamless design. That is why it continues to stand out as one of the world's most futuristic cities. Would Chongqing be your pick for the city of the future? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content.